Satanism, exorcism, demonic possession, freestyle. No one remembers the first time he came, or perhaps to only remember after. The shape at the edge of the street, standing where the streetlights flicker. The man, if man is the word, his face a wet smear in the fog, his suit darker than the night itself, tailored from something too still to be fabric. In his hands the strings, thin trembling veins that stretch upward, vanishing into ink-dark orbs, swollen, pulsing, breathing. He does not speak, he does not call out, and yet the children go to him one by one. Small hands take the strings one by one. Small hands let go. The wind does not take them. The wind does not touch them. They rise, they rise, they rise. Some say they have seen the faces drifting beneath the black sheen. No, not reflections. No, not echoes, but something looking back. Often say they hear the laughter, thin and distant. And if carried from another world, and if from nowhere at all, and some only a few say they have seen the man turn ever so slightly, as if looking at them directly, though his face never moves. It is then that they understand. It is then that they shut their windows. It is then that they whisper. He does not sell them, he gives them away. But no one ever speaks of what is taken. The rapper forever never stops spitting again. No, 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 no. Beneath the molten surface, where shadows reign, they slipped through brick and brimstone, though the devil stepped away. No plans for rebellion, just mayhem and mischief. Sweet and fleeting, his scepter caught my eye. I claimed it as my right. Succubi recognized me, eyes darkening with memory, bodies arching in welcome to my inevitable return. The prodigal son, I announced myself, sprawled across his throne, legs spread wide, reclaimed familiar territory. Demons bowed with practice, eased, whispering he walks among us again, disloyal and quick to shift allegiance, and the devil turns his back. One succubus knelt before me, mouth began to worship, her gaze never wavering as pleasure rose. This round belonged to me alone. He's forgotten how to please you, I told his abandoned followers, lent eager hands and tongues, paid her tribute. I was deep in unholy communion when he appeared in fire and fury, his Harlem wrapped round my mortal body, loyalty transferred by touch. You again, he growled with burning eyes, taken in the scene before him. What brings you here this time? Another spiritual awakening? Welcome to my homecoming. I gestured with one hand, other guiding the succubus at my feet. Catching his glance, I smirk. I'd satisfy your needs too, if you'd surrender some control. Temptation flashed across his face, then erupted into rage. Enough, he roared, shaking foundations, blood dripping from his clenched fists. His pitchfork flew past my head and embedded into his throne. Guards tore into my flesh as they dragged me toward exile. The succubus worshipped from her knees, reached out with desperate hands and eyes that promised this game wasn't over. You lost, I spat out through broken teeth and a laugh. Remember this moment while they're screaming my name, while servicing you. Forgotten God, I returned to haunt earthly hours, collecting scars from unsuccessful deaths, expelled from paradise sulfur, still lingering on my skin. You can banish me from hell, but can't deny where I belong. Next time we'll play by different rules, see who's really in control. Whoa. There you go. The echoes inside of my head, the demons go on. I've fallen out of love. I slaughtered an innocent bird that was settled into my hands by nothing short of grace. I've lynched a light and suffocated it into an oppressive darkness. Oppressive darkness, I've fallen out of love. I don't care if I have to drain out the hemorrhage you've set in. It doesn't matter to me if it's rare or beautiful. If you're a fresh and typhoon in my lungs, and atelectus will naturally expel you. I fell out of love, and there's nothing for me but to exercise you. I have resigned myself to this. Time stretching onwards, a pale wheat gray like that of a dove promising peace. Sold, sod your peace. After all, heaven is a place where nothing ever happens. Heaven is Las Vegas. Everything and nothing all at once. And around the corner of my hesitation comes a voice as lifeless and mutilated as the rest of me. Shut up and live. I have walked unshown through dust-choked wastelands where they strum belief and imagination up from the flagpoles by their throats and burn all our dreams to light up a night grittier than a mouthful of gravel in a desert, tracing my tracks and trails by the blood prints left by bare souls lacerated by shattered dreams underfoot. Shut up and live. I have dreamed curiosities wondering too deeply what the last moment on earth would be like, what it would take to breathe through the end and run face first into oblivion or whatever's beyond it. I sicken and weaken and wake up gagging on my own sweat and the echoes of a voice made harsh by the Scott beat. Shut up and live. Well. And what's your sin, my child master? Metered pretenses nudged my throat. I am without sin, a victim of a red-haired foreigner who told me, pardon my French, to fuck off after screwing my morals into his silk bed sheets. Father, if you could be quiet, you too will hear his plea. I want to kill you. I devour his thin lips, seeking to rip the lips off his tongue. He's the thorn stacked beneath my rib cage, hackling and excavating. Father, maybe there's seed in the ditches. Holy water, the good book of crucifix, I'll baptize you. You seek to immerse me, but his drill left me worn out and waterlogged, chin at minimum, threshold. Father, I'll drown the acupuncture. Left me wanting needles sucked, but not all of his poison. I scraped his devotions off my skin with razor blades. See, I carry my cross on my wrist, Father. I want to hang myself on it. I bathe a storm. His sack still won't expunge. He smells forbidden. Father, I want to eat him with my bare hands. Breathe, my child, breathe. I feel so much better. That's great to hear. Do you think I'd look pretty in a gown? Of course, dear, you're such an angel. Thank you, Father. I am a silhouette on his suburban apartment walls, full of regala, a robe's windowing, a night breeze, platinum eyes, peering through a thin veil, crown of thorns, and daggers in hand. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I tore the page from your book, but you were right. Only blood can save me. What? Inside of my head, the echoes begin, never ended. I said, may the demons be damned, saying their way to hell. I spit flames hotter than the devil's cell. Flow so sick, it's contagious, like a wicked spell, like a voodoo enchantment. I summon the darkness, the wicked spell I cast, while you stumble and bow, unable to last. Unclean spirit depart. I summon archic forces from the cosmic deep. I summon entities that forever sleep. I summon the shunned, the aberrant, and unnameable. I summon that which arose reality's frame, the inexpressible. With every word spoke, reality started to shift and blur. With every word spoke, the boundaries between worlds, a crescendo and slur. With every word spoke, higher dimensions are grasped, then lost. With every word spoke, space, time itself pays the dead, the dread cost. By the power of forgotten geometries, by the power of the insidious language of the other Gnostics, by the power invested in profane etymologies, by the power of that which shall remain forever historic, esoteric. I summon the haunters of no spaces, the dwellers of exile. I summon the chaos of Aran, Kina, and Wind's spectral legion. I I summon a sulphurous, the noxious, the charnel, and obscene. I summon the forbidden secrets no mind was meant to glean. With every word spoke, cosmic lies are unraveled and spun. With every word spoke, the alphabets of the abyss becomes as one. With every word spoke, darkness rises from the primordial. With every word spoke, all of creation pays the infernal toll. Well, no. There I go. I'm possessed by the devil, I said. I never said a word that you did not try to decipher the meaning. I never birthed a pregnant pause. You did not queef some hidden feeling. Peeling the grape exposes the pulp. Squishy things sent me reeling. Legs made of jelly, spine of glue, sticking to the walls. I will cover you. Codependency, that's what the shrink called it. Shriveled up guy. I caught him making eyes at you. I figured I'd let him try. After he convinces us to let this die. Not original thinking, we have both played the whore. One for white powder, the other because we were bored. We all were given the power of limited free will. You consciously choose the wrong path over the right for the illusion of fortune and fame, for the illusion of prosperity and popularity. You offered your soul for sale, and the gin were fast on your tail. You choose to live in the dark rather than in the light. Now you find yourself lost and bewildered in the shadows of a permanent night. By means of psychoanalysts, it has been determined that you suffer from a demonic mental paralysis, chronically moronic and presently catonic. As a voluntary dupe of a shaitan, you have totally lost your mind. Rhyme after rhyme, it exists in a world alongside our own, a reality at our mercy, a microcosm, possessed and played with. Why do we insist on keeping it this way? How ironic to nurture the escape we criticize so cruelly. Maybe that's why we judge and scorn. We're ashamed of the crystal ball we polish so carefully and watch, glassy-eyed, the balloon we breathe life into a tap gently to keep above the ground, the dollhouse in the attic that we furnish so delicately. If our homesick possessed me, now your bubble burst it and let the air disperse. Confide me to see that there is no home without foundations, without the walls in which it's contained. Insane. There I go. Spitting again. Hellfire and brimstone. Never stop it, I said. Delicious demons. Fried, baked, skewer, spicy hot. Angels taste awful. No. The devil was dancing all night, and at dawn, God screamed, "That's enough. Why are my churches empty? Maybe I'll have to get tough." When fire leaps from the northern mountain, roaring hellfire awaits. Servants of sorcery, diabolical rage on the heavens. The rites of their crosses smash down the Pentagon. The pentagram burns bright. Delicious demons, fried, baked, skewer, spicy hot. Angels have bad taste. The wildest flame has come to claim will conquer all that's lost to shame. I give no blame in Satan's name, for all who fall will have to pay. Hands waving in the air at the spot around us. We the boon eternal. Lucifer came and I prayed of holy fire, of Virgin Mary, fire, fire, fire. Mistress adorned with succubus wings, from poison lips whisper devilish things. In your arms wrapped, oh so tight. Please drag my heart to hell tonight. I'm lonely, but I'm never alone, 'cause all my demons share my home, and the devil's looking after me, ensuring I suffer happily. Chaotic, pretty angel of this vile despair, wrapped in devil's lace. If I don't write, there'll be pain and silence. How many horrific roads to hell will I travel before the devil no longer has a need for me? Indeed.